Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we are back in the Georgia. Now, before you guys say anything, this is another one of those videos from the other night when I was trying to stream snipe Peak and them. And one of the fun things about stream sniping Peak and Aaron and them when they do their count-ins is that you tend to be up against a lot of people that watch the channel. And this is no different. We got the enemy Bismarck that's going to fire at us in a moment is Dylan. He enjoys the channel. We've got several people on our team also that ends up being viewers of the channel. There's a lot of fun to be had, even when I don't end up matched against Aaron and Peak. Some might say it's more fun when I'm not matched against them, but I don't know. Sometimes it's fun to go up against those guys, make sure that they're raging. You know, sometimes it works, and sometimes you just get your butt kicked and you laugh about it at the end of the day. But yeah, we're gonna push in, and we spawned left. This map, not one of my favorite maps, but you can do some things, and we're gonna try. Now, I know this island ahead of us is going to be able to shield us until we can close the distance, but we're very vulnerable until that happens, and there's almost always a destroyer that rushes into Alpha from mid. Almost always. So I get spotted before I get to island cover, which is never good because you're usually broadside. Now, right off the bat, we've got the Bismarck spotted coming towards us. I believe this is Dylan. Yep, you can see it in his name right there. So Dylan is going to push towards us. Not a big surprise. He gets a good shot initially. One penetration, not too bad. We're going to try to wait for an opportunity. We can't shoot him just yet because of the island. But as soon as we get an opportunity, we're going to hit him with these 18-inch guns. Shot out, and I was hoping that we could get behind the island close enough to where he couldn't lob the island and hit me here. But I was wrong. He actually does and gets a pretty solid result out of it. And so, honestly, he got the better of me in this first engagement. He took about 12,000 damage off of me. I took 5,700 off of him. That's a good trade for him. Now, that being said, things are about to get a lot worse for him. Now, obviously, there's a destroyer in Alpha. Pretty obvious. Our destroyer initially was playing really passively, and I was not a fan. I'm just throwing that out there. I was not a fan of this man sitting in the back in his destroyer, sailing around at quarter speed, launching his torps for maximum range. But then he does something that I wasn't expecting, and he turns to go in, and he take care of business. And I help him. And between the two of us, we managed to absolutely run over this side, and that allows us to get some very nasty shots in on the rest of his team. Dylan, he about to have a bad day, but our Jervis gets the Fletcher spotted, and I immediately come around the corner. I'm like, all right, he's got a destroyer spotted. Now's the time to jump this guy. You can see somebody touch the Fletcher hard, and just as we get around the corner, an Akazuki or an Akatsuki gets spotted, and then disappears in a smokescreen. But we see the Fletcher momentarily. We take a shot trying to hit that Fletcher, and I don't think we actually hit him there. No, we didn't hit him. So he gets away for now. They're in a smokescreen. I'm now detected because I fired my guns, so those guys can see us. And Dylan is about to get Jervised from point blank. Nothing he can do about it. Nighty-night. Dylan is gone. He managed to get some damage off of me early, but unfortunately for him, the Jervis just charged him down, and he didn't have much time to do much of anything. The Akatsuki here, though, is spotted. Jervis obviously running his sonar, getting that guy spotted for us, and you get 3 battleships in the area, 2 of which are capable of shooting the Akatsuki and a Jervis. The Akatsuki not going to last very long, and people get on me all the time for why I say Akatsuki the way I do. It's solely because of Naruto, okay? I love that anime. I love Naruto. I haven't watched all of it, but I have watched some of it, and mainly because I can't afford all of those seasons. It's expensive, man. You can't buy it in bulk like you can like Dragon Ball Z. I bought all 9 seasons of Dragon Ball Z. Love that. But, oh, we got the Fletcher spotted. We take the shot. Come on, take the shot. Take the shot. Dang it, we missed out on a kill because it took me 10 minutes to decide to shoot the guy. What I usually do there is I hold my fire on low health targets, waiting for my teammates to kill him because I could potentially shoot at other targets. But in this case, I should have just shot the man. That would have been another kill for us. But anyway, I have now sailed into the cap. We are going to push straight across, capture this base, and start attacking the Reds from the side. And that is going to ultimately be their undoing. The Reds are going to fall apart once we get into position to start attacking them. Now, to their credit, the Richelieu, especially on the enemy team, actually knows what he's doing. Now here, I take a crappy shot. That's never going to hit. He's so far out. My lead is all wrong. I'm just trying to get a shot to go over the island, and you can see he's just outrunning it. So we missed him. Ended up shooting over him. But, yeah, we've got the base cap now. We're pushing forward. We got a destroyer out ahead of us, plus the Jervis that's behind us coming up beside us. And we're pushing up to engage the Richelieu. Now, the Richelieu, to his credit, paying attention to what's going on, has turned in to bow tank us, which he should. Now, unfortunately for the Richelieu, that means he's broadside to the battleship that's over there. But it's either broadside to one battleship for him and a cruiser, or broadside to 3 battleships. Pick your poison. Nagato doesn't get the memo, so we're going to reach out and try to touch the man. But this Nagato, I'm not going to lie, this guy gets the best, like, dispersion against him I've ever seen out of anybody against my Georgia so far. Like, my Georgia is ridiculously accurate. And by ridiculously accurate, I mean at pretty much anything under 15 kilometers, this thing puts 4 rounds from the front 4 guns on target. Like, this thing is nasty. Look at these things. Just rail guns all day long. All day long. And of course we say that and we miss all but one. But that was because the Nagato started turning away. So that's not my accuracy's fault. That was me not realizing the Nagato had started turning and not aiming properly. Big surprise. But now we're up against this Richelieu. Again, the Nagato's giving me too juicy of an angle to pass up, so I take another shot at him. He's starting to turn in, so I'm really salivating. I get all 3 guns on him, and this time I think we get a little bit better. Nope, I lied. We get 1 penetration this time. Again, just showcasing that sometimes, you know, even the best dispersion doesn't always translate to damage. If you don't aim it right, or if you end up getting dispersion that's great, but the placement of the shot inside ends up bad. Like, the grouping is good, but the rest isn't. Here we aim about the guns, and you can see these 18-inch guns just rip that Richelieu apart. Now remember, we don't overmatch his bow, so we have to hit up into the plating, like the deck and the upper plating of the ship. And this is going to showcase that. I'm going to fire the rear guns towards the upper side here, and we don't overmatch. 2 ricochets from the rear gun. However, this time we aim a little further back, aiming higher, and we go through that side plating, right at the deck level. And that's what we were looking for. And then he immediately gets finished off by the Amagi behind him. Now, with that threat out of the way, now it's a much juicier target. We got a point-blank Colorado. This is never going to be a good fight for a Colorado, and especially at this range. I'm going fast enough to get around this Colorado before his guns can train on me. I didn't place my shots very well there. I was shooting at the belt instead of shooting at the aft end. He was angled so much that I could actually go through that aft plating and into a citadel, but didn't take advantage of that in this particular instance. A lot of that comes down to just timing. You can see his guns are trying to catch me. And so I'm freaking out a little bit. I'm basically broadside. If this man gets the shot off, he could easily kill me. But fortunately, we managed to get our guns loaded just in time. Again, these fast-firing 18-inch guns are very, very nice for that. You catch guys, you're able to get past them using the speed of the Georgia, and once you get past them, you're able to deliver just disgusting amounts of damage. And finally, the Nagato is about to get his comeuppance. I mean, it's just been a matter of time, right? This guy has played with fire this entire time. Finally, my shells go where I need them to go, and we hit 5 out of the 6 shells that we fired at him. Of course, we were only 6 kilometers from the man, so I'd hope we could hit most of our shells. But yeah, now we're double fired. We're actually in a lot of trouble. But because we have a maxed out William Sims, we also have the maximum range on our will to rebuild. And we are will to rebuilding. It's the only reason we're going to be able to survive this for very long. The Suja has us double fired. Our damage con isn't back yet. But look at these freaking railguns, man. This is 10 kilometers, and we just hit that man with all 4 rounds. All 4 rounds on an agile cruiser at 10 kilometers. That is what you call preferable. But as we get our fire extinguished, of course, we're using the extended range, which doesn't reduce the time on our damage con. We are able to keep from being set on fire for longer, and we score once again 4 more hits on the man with the front guns. Just showcasing the accuracy of this thing when it's on. 146,000 damage, not the highest damage game, but 2,700 base with a 4-kill game. Would have been a Kraken if I'd have shot that destroyer a little sooner. So if you like what I'm doing, punch a like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.